Hello, and thank you for watching this video for MyShape Lipo. Today I'd like to discuss a few issues. First of all, I'd like to explain the difference in what is liposculpture. It's a term that you may have seen in the media quite a bit. You may found it online, see it on our website. Liposculpture essentially is the same thing as liposuction, with a few differences. We are still physically removing the fat cells. Liposculpture is typically done under local anesthetic exclusively, which means that you're awake the whole procedure, and it completely eliminates all the risks as well as the cost of general anesthesia. Liposculpture, we will be using smaller instrumentation. Typically it's referred to as micro cannulas or micro instrumentation. We use tiny little instruments that are approximately 3 millimeters to 4 millimeters in size. We make tiny little puncture holes. These puncture holes are we call them adits, and these adits will be about 2 millimeters in size, which are very tiny, and the instruments themselves will stretch the incision site, and then as you heal, things will contract back down. We do this to minimize the scars or any visual appearance that we had actually done anything in the area. The advantage to liposculpture and using smaller instrumentation is that it allows us to get much more detailed work in the area, whereas as opposed to in the past when we use larger instrumentation, when we pass the instrument under the skin through the fat, we take out a larger quantity of fat with one pass, which could potentially leave divots, or we weren't able to get out an even amount of fat, and fat could be left behind. It would leave a mound or a disproportionate bump in that area, because essentially you got to keep in mind that your skin is very thin and is going to show any potential defect underneath the skin. So if anywhere where liposuction is done, if too much fat or too little fat was taken out and it was uneven, the surface, the skin will show through that surface. People that tend to have thicker and tighter skin tend to be more forgiving as far as any potential defects. If you have thin, loose skin, it tends to show pretty much every defect that you have underneath the skin, and it makes it very difficult to get the smoothest results possible. Liposculpture is a great procedure, and it's amazing that we can do this under local anesthetic only and get the results that we get. I would highly recommend it to those that are looking for big dramatic change in their body contours.